the crib, travel. I've learned to fall in love with it. Start to understand now why the travel industry of network marketers was so fanatical. I want to take off my suit right now, put my swim trunks on, and just go jump in the screen. How many of you want to jump in the screen with me right now? You've built companies and you sold products, guess what? And you fall in love with the products, guess what? Keep buying them. You don't have to quit. You don't have to be in the company to use it. Just use it. Get it at wholesale. But what do every quarter? Every quarter you set your goals and you write things down. Why? Because your goal is to make sure that you qualify to go here. You've never said, I'm working real hard so I can go to the manufacturing plant and see how they put the pills in the little capsules. I'm so interested in seeing that. Honey, you're not going to see me at evenings because I'm going to work so hard putting the little pills. I want to see that. That's my goal. No, you don't have a manufacturing plant of your company on your screensaver. It's not on your phone. This is my product right there. Can you see my product right there? Look at my product. Look at all my customers over there. Just look at them all. This is your product. I don't take it for granted anymore. I walk outside and I watch if there's a cloud in the sky or if the sky is just completely blue. I'm like, this is my product. It's all natural. It's gluten-free. It's completely organic. And it's never on back order. There's an unlimited supply of what I sell. And I don't even sell it, I give it away. How can you sell something that never was bought? Different concept. It's what people want. This is why you're here. This right here. When everybody talks about retirement, this is what they want to do. But the system is broken. The system told you, wait till you're 65 to enjoy this. Now, here's the thing. I've got some family members in here that are 65 plus. So I'm not talking about the 65 plus. But how many of you would enjoy it even in your 20s? You know what I'm saying? I take my mother-in-law here, she might get stuck in that sand. My dad gonna have to come pull her out. We took him to Mexico. And there was a trip that was put together, Extreme put this trip together, and we had maybe 500 something people there, David and Lori, almost 600 people. And David knew, he knew when at the very beginning, I wasn't big on travel. I wasn't down it, but I wasn't big on travel until I got there. Now I've traveled all over the world. We traveled all over the world, and we've been able to do it on a budget, and we've been able to do it unlimited. But when I got there, and my mother-in-law was there, and my auntie was there, and cousins were there, and many of you were there. Many of the diamonds were there. What I didn't see, I saw not one argument. I saw not one ego. I saw nothing but smiles. And I saw people enjoying themselves. And I'm like, I'm in love. I'm in love with my product now. Okay? How many of you are in love with your product? Okay? You better be in love with this product. And what we've done is we've curated a product where you can't get it any better than what we give it to you for. You can't. We've had testimonies that I've heard already of people who've been here in Las Vegas, and Edwin was telling me somebody sent him a message that says, I went to this presentation here in Vegas and they were selling timeshares, and then they start selling our platform and they were selling it for $10,000. They only believe more because somebody's selling it more. $10,000 is a deal to have what we offer. Even though we offer it to you much less, it's a deal. The value of what we have and what we offer, ladies and gentlemen, it's the experiences that people remember their entire lives. We sell recess. We sell memories. That's what we sell. We sell hope. We sell happiness. Every time I'm around water, my blood pressure drops 20 points. We sell health. And what we're going to do is we're going to curate it and package it and give it to you in many different forms, and you're going to be so excited about some of the things that we're going to do, all because of the Prib. See, the Prib is what we market. Travel is the most important part of what we will ever do, always, because that's where the hope comes from. Travel is our front door. If you take a look at the front door, that's a pretty big front door, ain't it? See, when you look at a front door and you look at a house and you say, there's a front door that big? What happens is this. If the front door is that big, it opens the door to everything else. And you're like, I wonder what's in the house. If the door is that nice, I want to share a couple things with you. Take a look at these industries here. $78 billion, energy drink industry. $101 billion is the supplement. Skincare, $141 billion industry. Cleaning product industry, $386 billion. You don't need a lot in a $386 billion industry. Cosmetics, $532 billion. Cosmetic industry alone. Non-alcoholic beverage, $967 billion per year. And you take a look at the insurance industry. Some people sell insurance, $4.6 trillion. And then, ladies and gentlemen, that's what you're playing with right there. This is what people want. Here's what I've learned. You give away what people want, and then you give them what they need while they're using what they want. It's the secret. It's how we do it. It's what we're doing. We're talking about an $8.8 trillion industry. And ladies and gentlemen, with an industry that big, you don't need a big slice of the pie. You only need to cut the knife. Take a knife, slice the pie, lick the residue off the knife, and that's a multi-million-dollar income. You don't need a slice. Here's what we've done. We're creating an environment, and this is how we're working the Prib. This is the data that we're collecting right now, and this is why we're so excited about you going out getting real customers. Right now, today, we're probably one of the most legitimate companies. We can track every customer and every ambassador, and right now, what do we have? We've got about 4 to 5 customers per ambassador at the moment that we're launching the company. Every single week and every month, that ratio is going to be expanding and getting larger. The beauty is our customers, they stay. I'll talk to you about why. Trust factor. Put a philosophy in called the 3 C's, and here's what we want to do. Here's what we do, and this is why we want you to make sure when you go out and get a boomerang customer that you do it with dignity, that you call them and let them know what you're about to send them. We want real names, real information, real interest in what it is that you have to offer through travel. The 3C philosophy, always remember the 3 C's. Here's what we want to do with the 3 C's. When they use the boomerang the first time, it's kind of like when you use Uber for the first time. You see how I keep talking about Uber? I told you I was inspired to start this because of that concept. Curiosity, you're wondering, will it work? I never forget when I got my first, when I used the boomerang the first time, I came right here in Las Vegas to meet David. My room was booked, and it was booked and over at the Vidara Hotel, and I saved $600 3 nights. And I'm sitting there looking at the reservation like, okay, I'm hoping that this dude's gonna give me some windows with my room. You know, I know he's got this discount thing, but hopefully I don't have to share a bathroom with my neighbor, and hopefully my pillows actually do fluff. I got to my room and I was curious. Checked into the hotel and got upgraded. They gave me a little complimentary suite. I was like, okay. I went from curiosity to confirmation. I'm like, yes. Then I did it again. It's kind of like when you're in an Uber the first time you're driving, you're like, I hope he takes me where he's supposed to go, where I'm supposed to go. And he's driving, and you're looking at your navigation, and he gets off and turns down one of those streets. Hey, where are you going? Hey, where are you going, man? Get back on the highway over here. It's dark over there. Get back, right? Why? You're curious. You don't know. It's fear. And anytime something is new, that new is available, it's fear. It's met with resistance. I know they've been telling you, oh, that ain't real. HB, that prayer thing, that's not real. Because anything that's new creates fear and intimidation. And you watch. Next convention, next year, they're going to be coming out with the name of their crib. Apple's got Siri, and Amazon's got Alexa, and iBoomerang has Prib, and we have, yes, you're first. You're first. And then it goes to, the second time you use that Uber, you're sitting in the Uber and you're like, okay, this is pretty cool. Yeah, you get to your destination, you get out of the car, thank you, you give them a little tip or whatever it may be, exit the car. You didn't even think about it. Third time, here's what happens. You get in the car, you're doing a 3-way call. You don't even speak to the driver when you get in. You get in, you're not looking at where they're going. They can be taking you the opposite direction. You're doing a 3-way call, you're signing somebody up on your right hand, and you get to your destination, the driver says, sir, you've been here 5 minutes. Could you please get out of the car? Why? Because you now have confidence. You're confident in what happens. And so what we're doing is we're taking our consumers through this 3C process. We want them to use it, have a good experience. We want them to use it to build up, their confidence. Take them through it 3 times. Mark is charting all of that data because we know exactly what we're going to do with that data. Here's what's happening. I want to give you some statistics of how it's happening and how it's working. 37,480 boomerangs were sent out in the month of July. We sent them out. You sent them out. Group boomerangs, individual boomerangs, 37,480. 75% of them activated. That means 28,125 customers said, I want to be a part of iBoomerang. They're giving us an opportunity to go through that curiosity approach, confirmation, and get all the way to confidence. And this month, ladies and gentlemen, you guys have been boomeranging like crazy. Looking at Peter Hirsch, he's so excited. He came to me and says, I'm going to be the first diamond that have sponsored over 100 people and have over 100 personal customers, and he's done it. He texted me this morning. Over 100 personal ambassadors, over 100 boomerangs, Blue Diamond, and our chief giving officer. Guys, come on. That deserves a big round of applause. Come on, guys. Peter and Karen Hirsch. Karen had the contacts. Peter just sent the boomerangs. Typically, here's what you find. 75% in iBoomerang. That's been our worst month of conversions, by the way. Month before that was 80-something%. Normal, when you look at web-based advertising, 1 to 3%. 1 to 3%. You look at retail, 20 to 30% conversion rate. We're over there at 75%. Here's what's happening. I want to give you a comparison here of what happens and why network marketing was so old. 79-day lifespan with your customers. The average customer spent $35 per month. They stay in the business 79 days. And this is why everybody kept dropping out. And this is why there's no such thing as a residual income long term that you can pass on. Because today the world has changed. What we've done is we've made it different. We've given our customers some satisfaction. We're creating an environment that we're going to amaze you and them. I look at how long it took for Uber to connect a driver and a rider together. It took them over 2 years to be able to pair up one driver and one rider. I never forget on March the 11th when we actually launched, we got over 700 customers day one. On the day of the launch. Here's the difference. Our customers, because we don't charge them anything and we never will, they stay indefinitely and they buy repeatedly. Where are we going with the Prib? How are we going to get there? Buckle your seats, ladies and gentlemen. Where are we going? We told you we're creating the future. That's our job. Your job is to go out and get those customers. Your job is to go out and get ambassadors. We're going to create the future. We're doing it right now. We've got a customer-focused concept that we're building. A customer-focused business. Why? The future to the business is not just distributors only. For those of you who don't like recruiting, you don't have to. You're going to end up giving the business away to people anyway. You've recruited, you've built Facebook, you've built Instagram. You give this away as well. But our customers is what's most important here. This is why we brought some of the best people in to analyze how do we treat customers. We've got people calling in right now and interacting with our customer service so we can see where our gaps are. We can find our inefficiencies and we're filling those gaps with not people who have a good idea, but people who have experience. Watch the change. Watch it. Watch the change that takes place. Because of those customers, this is why we want you building your customer base. Because we have the opportunity and the idea to go out there and do things that nobody else has been able to do. I told you one of the concepts that we're working on right now. I can't give some of the other stuff away, but we looked at the entertainment industry and we looked at the inefficiencies in entertainment. Netflix right now are killing the studios. But when we build this customer base, as we're building it right now, having conversations and being able to go to any of the movie cinemas and say, Mr. and Mrs. Movie Cinema, hey, listen, we've got 5 million customers. They go to the movies 4 times a year. That's 20 million movie tickets if they went alone, but normally they go with somebody, and that's 40 million. If they take the 2 kids, it's 80 million movie tickets. We know it's $15 to go to your movies. Here's what we would want as our boomerang. We actually want those tickets for $10. Why? Oh, we're going to sell the tickets to our customers for $13. They get a $2 discount, but we want a free bucket of popcorn for every iBoomerang customer who goes through the Prib. Hey, Prib, order me 4 tickets to Denzel Washington's latest movie. Boom. Now take a look at this. This is why we've never set such a small goal. You take that $13 upgrade. That's $10 iBoomerangs cost, $13 to the customer. It's a $2 discount per customer. That's 80 million movie tickets that year. $3 profit times 80 million is $240 million in revenue in one of the rooms in the house. The Prib was traveled through the front door. Entertainment is just going to be one of the rooms, baby. So what happened to that $240 million? What happened to that $240 million? You got the customer. You did it for Facebook. Facebook, what they did for you is they kept the money. What we're going to do is give you 50% of what they saved. That $240 million, $120 million will be in the form of a direct sales bonus right back to you because of the power of the Prib. That's where we're going. And then we take the other $120 million And then we take a big percentage of that and we divide it up, put it in BV, and it goes through the uni-level compensation plan. Ladies and gentlemen, you haven't seen anything yet. That's a near vision. Let's talk about 2020 vision. Let's talk about what's like now. Ladies and gentlemen, travel is something that you're able to, that people do once every quarter, once a year, sometimes twice a year. It was what we wanted to do. It was no different than Jeff Bezos starting Amazon, using books, because people don't buy books every day, every week. Some of you hadn't bought a book in 6 years. That's going to change. There's a good one, there's an excellent one that I found out about this author who she just released her book yesterday. It's called Woman Law. My wife, Holton Buggs, a new author. And you can go to womanlawbook.com and order that book right now. But Jeff Bezos started that concept. And he said, let me refine how we do it when they don't buy as much, and then I'll give them things that they can buy every month. And so we thought about it, okay, well, travel is something that people buy right now whenever they choose to. Let's go ahead and start putting some other stuff in the crib. Things that people do more often than travel. And so we did a little shopping. And I got a call from my buddy David Manning, and he says, hey, listen, there's some people who like what's going on here. I say, do they? I say, I'm sure there's I get a lot of calls. He says, no, they like what's going on. I say, okay, well, make a long story short, had a chance to meet with those people, and David knew them, and they knew him, and met with those people, flew down to Dallas, and long meeting, me and the crew, we went down there, and all right, that's cool. A little bit later on, we start looking at how we're going to develop what we're going to develop. And we said, well, we need to put some other stuff. And so when I say we went shopping I said, well, you got a great concept, but I like what you're doing. We're not going to sell this for you. So I bought the company. And what we're about to introduce, this is just one of many things coming to the crib. This is one of many. Boom mobile, baby. Boom mobile, baby. This ain't later. This ain't we hope. This is not we think. This is not we're gonna try. How often do you pay your mobile phone bill? Boom. Now put that in your crib. But not some cut rate carriers. We've got an agreement already. AT&T and T-Mobile. Already done. Toledo, are you okay? All right. Unlimited text, unlimited calls, unlimited data, $49.95 per month. This will launch before 2020, before the end of the year, this will launch. So now when you're looking at your travel commissions that's coming through and you're like, well, my customers, they don't going anywhere. No problem. This is why we wanted to put things in there that people do on a yearly basis. I want you to imagine the matrix, and I want you to imagine revenue coming down the matrix. This is the crib of how we look at it, and we see that yearly income, and you're able to grab a little bit of that, and we see that monthly, every time they pay that mobile phone, you get paid. And you don't have to sell it to them. The crib is going to sell it to them. This is why we want you to get customers. We're going to market to them. Ladies and gentlemen, How many of y'all excited about that? Can I hear the crib is real? Can I hear power of the crib? Ladies and gentlemen, have a seat. I need you to sit down right now because I'm about to lower the boom. When I say we went shopping, we don't just buy one thing. Are y'all ready? Now travel, we get travel on a yearly basis. And some of you are going to look at your commissions and you go, oh, that's cute, it works. Great. We now can put cheese on our cheeseburger. But that's okay. No other company will pay you cheese for giving something away for free. Boom Mobile is monthly. And by the way, there's other monthly stuff coming real soon. We said, what about daily? What is it that people do every day? What do they do what do they spend money on every day that's real? Y'all said food? Okay, we'll go get some food and put it in there too. But what, I know what many of you spent money on today already. We said we want our boomerang people to have daily pay. I told you what my dream was and what inspired me to start this company. She said it right. You knew the concept. This is who inspired me to start this company. Uber and Lyft. But ladies and gentlemen, goodbye Uber and Lyft and welcome Vibe Rise to iBoomerang. Your own rideshare company right here, right now. Don't tell me the crib ain't real. We went shopping. Ladies and gentlemen, launching December 2019, you will never need Uber ever again. You will never need Lyft ever again. Vibe Rides is how you will ride. I want you to imagine this. Let me show you a dream as I wrap up. Let me share with you a dream. I want you to imagine data. We know when your customer travels. We have their information. They booked it through us. We know when they arrive because they booked it through us. And as soon as they arrive at the airport, this message pops up on their phone. Use this app and take a free Vibe ride on us and get $50 off on your next hotel. Boom! I want you to imagine, many of you already drive for Uber. In less than 60 days, we're going to start registration. We're going to start registration for any drivers, but here's the cool thing. I want you to imagine how many you're going to be on the road and you're going to be watching your money. You're going to go to the airport, and when you see that vibe sticker in the window glowing like crazy, how many of you would like to vibe? And when you see that sticker, what you're looking at, you're like, I wonder, is that on my left leg or my right leg? And I want you to imagine your drivers that are in your organization who have actually recruited other drivers, and now they earn income on all the rides that take place in their entire organization. And every single time that button is pushed, every time a Vibe ride is pushed, ladies and gentlemen, in your group, you get paid. Now, we're working right now. We will start off in some regional states. This is going all over America, but we're right now working and have the team already working. We've been working like crazy because we're taking this international as well. Can somebody say, Mexico? That's a given. That's already a given there. You know we have to come to Puerto Rico. That's why we ask you. Here's what we ask you for. I asked you in the early beginning, when we first launched at pre-launch. I said, I wanted you to give me 1% of your trust. I said, I promise you I will earn the other 99%.